Hello, so my name's Eric Everson, and this is my game High Risk, High Reward. This is the layout of the board game. As you can see here, there are 3 tiles that are revealed, which are the starting tiles. This one is the entrance, this is the teller room, and then this is one of the just sort of random filler rooms in the bank. These are the 4 characters that we'll be using. And so right here are the class cards, and so what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle these up. You draw 4 of them. I'll just set them here for now. Alright, so we drew the technician, the insider, the mastermind, and then the runner. There's 2 other classes that weren't gotten, or we didn't get this game. Unfortunately, these are 2 of the better ones. But that is fine because we have a good variety to play with here. Alright, so right here we have the police and counter deck. Right here we have the 2 different vaults, which will shuffle up. And since we have the insider, we get to reveal the vault card at the start, which tells us how to get into the bank, or rather into the vault. Alright, we have the time-locked vault, which means that we have to get the bank manager to input a code, which opens up this tile for us here. Alright, since we have these tiles laid out, we get to place the tokens accordingly, just at random, from the token supply right here. We have a camera right there. Yeah, that guy there. That guy. Oop, that guy there. And we have a camera right there. Okay. And so basically what we do is now we go through the bank and we have to try to get 1 loot bag per character. They don't have to be grabbed by each individual character. One character could grab all 4 if needed. And we also have to get the main objective, which is somewhere in this tile here. Forgot to put the ATM down as well as another camera. Alright. So I unfortunately misplaced 3 of my tokens, and so I'm using a placeholder. So we take 1 token off the time track, which means that the game has begun. So what we do now is we have each one of these characters take 2 actions. Let's see. So I'll have this guy move 4 spaces into the bank. This is the technician. He can also disable a camera, and so I'm just going to take and remove that. So that is the 2 actions for that character. Actually, it'll be right there. Now everybody in this room they've been alerted as to the presence of the robbers. Let's see. Who do we have next? Alright. So I'm going to have this guy move in. This will be the technician. He'll move 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and we'll zip tie this guy, which we take off the board. This guy will be the runner, which allows him to move 6 tiles. So he'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and for the last action, he will open the ATM, which we reveal as to having 1. And so we spawn a loot bag on his tile. And this guy right here, he is the mastermind. And so he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, shoot. He started there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he'll zip tie this guy as well. Alright. So now, basically, we just keep going through this, taking actions. Once a player enters a new room, you flip that room tile revealing what's inside. So you keep doing that. This guy, for example, would pick up the loot bag and then move back to the van, dropping it there, so that we've gotten one. And so eventually we'll have the group get all the way like through 2 turns. We'll just put these guys here for the sake of teaching you guys. And after the second round, you take one of these cards and you reveal it. And so there'd be a guard shift change. This sucks. And so if a player is in the lobby, we'll just say he's in the lobby for the sake of this card, he can just automatically shoot these 2 security guards. However, that increases tension by 5, which means that we add five of these red tokens onto the track, which take those off. And since we went, I believe it was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep. So it means that all of the green ones flip. And so this guy immediately makes a run. 1, 2, 3. However, this guy's blocking the door, and so he can't actually leave yet. And so on the next turn, this guy would spend one of his zip ties to deal with him, so he can't run out the door, which takes time away. So after that whole thing happens, get the top position properly. So this guy would go in here and zip tie the manager. And then we would get to the door, which we'd have to wait 3 rounds for. And then once the door opens, you reveal the vault. Which we place the main loot token there, place a loot token there, and we place 3 ATMs. And so these can all be opened with an action similarly to how I did this one right here. And so ultimately, we need to have one person pick this tile up, or square up, get that out to the van, as well as this loot token, and maybe, okay, that one would spawn one. So we replace it with a loot token. This one has 0, which means that you don't replace it with a loot token. And this one has 1, which means we replace that one with a loot token. And that is after doing the action with the character, and so they would have to be there to do so.